Pasta salad season is in full effect. I've been seeing so many awesome creations all over the internet that go way beyond just dumping a bottle of Italian dressing on some noodles. I'm showing you 3 of my favorite recipes inspired by these viral creations, and they all include the crucial components to a bowl of perfect bites. Starting, of course, with your pasta, then you've got a richness factor, a crunch component, and of course a delicious dressing. I'm starting with the most viral Italian pasta salad. I'm actually combining it with another viral salad, the grinder pasta salad. Of course, we got to start with the pasta. Any pasta works, but in all these pasta salads, I love to choose ones that have grooves because it absorbs all of the saucy dressing. Since this pasta salad is most like the classic pasta salad you're used to seeing, I'm going with the fusilli noodles just to kind of keep it classic because we have so many other things going on in this salad. When it comes to cooking the pasta, this is a very important step. There are a couple rules. First of all, salt that water like the ocean, a good handful, and then you add your pasta in. You want to keep this pot at a rolling boil. This is one of the few foods that you actually cook in rolling boiling water. As soon as you put your pasta in, you want to give it a good stir. That keeps it from sticking. In case we just met, I don't put oil in my pasta water. This stirring keeps it from sticking. And the other crucial thing to remember is that you don't want to overcook your pasta. I'm wearing the shirt, so you remember, this is how you want to cook your pasta, al dente, where it still has a bite to it. Because when it soaks in all that dressing, it's inevitably going to soak up some of that and change the texture, soften the texture of the pasta a little bit more. While this happens, let's get our other ingredients ready. When it comes to our mix-ins, the pasta salads need a couple components. I call them a richness factor and a crunch factor. Richness can come from the meats and cheeses, and then the crunchiness from the vegetables and other ingredients. Okay, so for our richness factor, the viral Italian pasta salad always has salami or maybe pepperoni, but I'm also adding some ham, which the grinder pasta salad usually has. These are great choices for pasta salad, especially the salami and pepperoni, because they're already cured meats, so they can just withstand being set out for a while, and they just kind of last longer in general. So I like to go by the deli, and you can just get a simple slice, about a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick, and then you can cut it how you want. I like little bites of it. Sometimes if it's sliced too thin, they all stick together. Also, adding the elements of richness to your pasta salad makes it more filling and can make this turn into a whole meal. You know, it doesn't just have to be a side dish. This is the kind of pasta salad that we pack up in the cooler and take to the beach because it just lasts forever. I like the turkey pepperoni because it's a little less greasy, so that's what I use. I just kind of cut these in quarters or sixths. Okay, check out my pasta. A little too much bite. A couple more minutes. The other part of the richness in this salad is, of course, the cheese. The cheese just adds that creamy, salty note that just kind of ties it all together. So again, you can get the deli just to slice you one little hunk. Sometimes this is more affordable than buying a block, or if you can't find the cheese you want, in a block. So I'm using provolone here because I love the sharpness of it. So I'm just going to cut this in little cubes. Okay, now I'm going to drain my pasta. This is one of the very few times I like to rinse it, just to cool it off, just to kind of shock it a little bit. It doesn't need to be completely cold. I don't overdo it, but just enough to keep it separated and to stop the cooking. I don't want it to get too cold because I actually like the pasta to be more room temperature. It just kind of absorbs those flavors a little better. So this is good. We're just going to let this hang out and finish. My favorite element to a pasta salad is the crunch factor. In the viral Italian salad, they have cucumber. I'm using the English cucumber because it has less seeds, and then I still even like to take these out just to keep it all crunchy. Another thing, when you're cutting all of your ingredients for your pasta salad, you want everything to be bite-sized so that you can get a little bit of everything in your bites. These fresh veggies just keep this pasta salad so, you know, kind of light and refreshing. This is also kind of a staple in my house during the school year because I just put it in their lunches. It's a great alternative to a sandwich. And it's just good just to keep in the fridge because when, you know, my kids go in there digging for a snack and a beautiful bowl of pasta salad is sitting there, sometimes they'll reach for that instead, which I think is a better choice than the Doritos. Next, some red onion. I love raw crunchy onion in general on my burgers, on my tacos, in my pasta salad. Again, you want to keep these kind of small. Nobody wants a big chunk of onion. Sometimes you just add ingredients for color. I'm adding this bell pepper. This is going to add a sweet crunch to it. To me, the crunchier, the better. This is my addition to the TikTok version. This is also a good time to just clean out your produce drawer. Almost forgot the tomatoes. That's because I don't typically put them in my pasta salad because my kids don't like them. They're not here today. You can use these little baby grape tomatoes. You could also just use one tomato and kind of cube it up. The final components that don't need any prep are some olives and sliced peppers. You could throw these straight in. I just like to cut them a little bit just so they blend in better for that perfect bite. And Kalamata. All of our chopping is done, and the final step is the dressing. This is the real part where I combine those two viral salads into one. The viral Italian pasta salad uses this. I'm not going to use this because A, I would have to go out and buy it, and this dressing I'm going to make, you probably have all the components in your fridge, and also because it has some ingredients that are just unnecessary. It tastes good, but we can do better. So I'm going in with Dijon, a few tablespoons of the red wine vinegar. I'm also going in with a little juice from the peppers. That's our acid. Our fat is, of course, going to be our olive oil. And you want a little more oil than you do acid. Garlic powder. Oregano is classic in that grinder flavor. And a little crushed red pepper, a little salt, a little pep. See, you have everything. You didn't have to go to the store and spend, $4 on that. So for the Olive Garden salad dressing effect, you could stir in some Parmesan cheese or Romano cheese. It's delicious. Oh, I did forget something. Just like a pinch of sugar. By a pinch, like half a teaspoon. Yes, that's what you want. Now it's time to mix it and bring in that secret ingredient. Down with our pasta. The cheese, the crunchies. The only part of the salad that I haven't done before because I wanted you to experience it with me is the secret ingredient. This is what is in the viral Italian pasta salad. Never used this before. Salad Supreme seasoning. It's everywhere. You can find it anywhere. I'm just going to